Hi everyone, if you're watching this video, it's because you're going to be participating in the KCD Lahore Explorers Challenge. My name is Bart Farrell, I'm a CNCF ambassador and one of the organizers for KCD Lahore. I'm very excited to be sharing with you this challenge where there are no requirements in terms of having experience working with Kubernetes. We just need you to be excited, curious, willing to learn, willing to try something new, and we're going to provide you all the guidance and materials that you need to complete the task. I will be assisted by Bilal, who's a good friend of mine, who I worked with in the Data on Kubernetes community when I was leading that community from 2021 to 2020 until 2023. And we worked on different learning challenges so that students can get hands-on experience with cloud-native technologies. Bilal will be explaining more in the video about exactly what you need to do. But of course, if you're not sure, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn or the CNCF Slack. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Remember, to do this challenge is quite simple. We're going to ask you to follow some very simple steps. If you have any doubts about them, you can ask. And at the end, everybody who participates, who completes the challenge, will receive a certificate of completion from LearnK8s. And in addition, the 15 best winners of this challenge will receive a free book from Learn Kubernetes, an ebook that they have available. That's all about learning Kubernetes. It doesn't matter that you're a beginner. It's very beginner friendly. So like I said, there will be 15 finalists who will get a copy of that book. That being said, I'll turn it over to Bilal. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Thank you, Bart, for giving me this opportunity of hosting the KCD Lahore Explorers Challenge. My name is Bilal Khan, and today I will be host of this challenge, and I will show you what that challenge is and how you can get the amazing prizes from it. So let's go to the screen. Before going to this challenge, let me introduce you who is Bart Farrell, who I am, and what is KubeFM. So let's go through them one by one. So Bart Farrell is a friend of mine. We met together in the Data on Kubernetes project where he was leading that project. And after that, we have been worked together with several other projects, including this one also. So he is a CNCF ambassador, host of the KubeFM podcast, freelance content creator, a 5x KubeCon speaker, CNCF Bilbao organizer, recorded 300 plus podcasts and based in Bilbao, Spain, right? So my name is Bilal Khan. I'm a software developer with 3 years of experience in Golang and Rust. I create technical content on YouTube and Hashnote. I'm also an AWS community builder, and I have contributed to several other projects also, including Kubernetes, Docker, and several other projects also. So fun fact is that I have sent my first PR in 2023 to Kubernetes. So what is KubeFM? So it's a platform where you'll get the podcasts with technical content from Kubernetes engineers, as well as special interviews with people from Kubernetes ecosystem. It is started in August 2023. So over this period, over 80 guests have been interviewed where they have discussed about Kubernetes topics like security, GitOps, networking, and others, right? So now let's go through the challenge that what you need to do. So this challenge is of 2 parts. So the first part is that you need to listen to the first part of the podcast. So I will show you what is that podcast also. So you need to listen to the first part of the podcast. Now the second challenge is that you need to complete some tasks. I will give you some tasks and you need to complete them. So there will be some prizes attached to it, like everyone will get a certificate of completion from LearnK8s, and 15 of you will win an ebook from LearnK8s also. All right, so this is a special prize that 15 of you will get, but everyone will get the certification also. So let's go to the challenge. So the first challenge is that you need to listen to the podcast. So don't worry about the links. I will share all the links in the description also, and I will also share the links in the comment section, right? So here is the podcast that you need to listen. And after listening to the podcast, what you need to do, you need to note down all their questions from the start of the video to 9 minutes, 18 seconds, right? So from the start of the video to 9 minutes, 80 seconds, you need to listen to all the questions and note down, right? So I will show you what you need to do with these questions, right? So these are the questions that are asked there. I have just written those questions, but you also need to listen to the podcast so that you can better understand them. So challenge number 2. So complete some tasks. So task number 1 is that you need to look at the CNCF landscape. I will give the link of that CNCF landscape in the description below, and pick any one project from that CNCF landscape. After that, read about that project, find a YouTube video about it, and then download and run it locally on your computer. right? So download that YouTube video, and you need to download that project also in your computer and run it locally. So check out the project Slack channel also in the CNCF Slack if you have any questions. So every project, they have the separate Slack channel. So you need to join that channel and you need to ask the questions also. And you need to also pick any of the project and download it and run it locally on your computer, right? So this is the task number 1. Now the task number 2 of this second challenge is that you need to check out the beginner friendly issues. So here is the website to search from it. I will give the link of that website in the description in the comment section also. So you need to check that beginner friendly issues. So make sure to find out that issue. If you have time, then you also need to solve that issue. It's on your right. So if you solve that issue, it will be really beneficial for you in order to get prizes, right? So this is the challenge. So there are 2 tasks and there is 1 challenge, 2 challenges. In 1 challenge, you need to listen to the podcast, and in the second challenge, you need to complete some tasks. All right. So last stage of the challenge. Once you complete these 2 challenges, make a video or write a blog about it by sharing the answers of the questions that were asked in the podcast above. Like the questions that I have given above, you need to answer all the questions in your own terms, right? So those questions should be answered based on your experience. Although the questions were discussed from other people, like asked from other people, but you need to answer those questions based on your experience. All right, so write a blog or make a video in which you need to discuss all of these questions and mention all of the steps and the challenges that you have done also. All right. Now, the next step is to also answer some more questions that are present in the next slide. So what are the next questions? So these are some of the questions that you need to answer, that what you have been your biggest challenge, who have been your first mentors, and thank them. What you have learned from yourself and what are you good at and what do you need to improve, right? Based on your current goals, what are other resources you could check out? If you could give your any advice in the past, what it would be and what will be your next step. So these are some of the questions. Note them down and answer those questions, and answer previous questions that I have mentioned, and also mentioned the experience, like the challenge through that you went through them, right? So the final step is that post that video or blog on social media with an attractive post by mentioning KCD Lahore, CubeFM, LearnK8s, Bart Farrell, and me also. So these are the few accounts that you need to mention in your post, that I have completed this challenge, this is the video, and all of these things that you need to mention, so that we can get it and we can decide that who is the winner. So yeah, these are some of the important links that you can get the help from. So don't worry about it. I will give all the links in the description below, and I will also give the links in the comments so that you can go through them. So yeah, keep exploring. Good luck, and I wish you good luck in your challenge, and see you in the result.